Guess I'll just drop back. I'm still gonna find a way to sack it. Okay, now it should be easy. I'm gonna drop the bishop back. And I'm gonna play queen ace. Okay, we're gonna play a few more. Let's go e3. Let's go here. I think I'm gonna go d4 and bishop d3 if he lets me. Maybe play some kind of really safe setup. I think I'm gonna do something different. Although it's very hard because you don't really want the you don't want exchanges. Oh, I've been to Bulgaria. Yeah, I've been to Bulgaria. Yeah. Vaccinated from what? Oh, you mean you got the shot? Good one. Yes. Good one, you guys. As a streamer, you should play in the next PogChamps. True, that would be good. Can I explain the name joke? Well, there's what's called the Botez Gambit, at least online, which is where Alexander Botez just hangs her queen, and it's not by accident either. Usually, it's like she just hangs it. So that's what it comes from. Okay. I mean, he gives up a knight. I mean, I'm still trying to sack my queen. I guess, you know, let's just sack it this way. He has to take at least this way. Can I explain my main account name? Is it a joke? A little bit. Have I had a game where the opponent didn't take the free queen? Not really, no. I think I'm just gonna go c4, maybe knight d2, bishop d2. Feels like my position's pretty decent here. Have I visited Marrakesh? No, I've never been to Morocco, unfortunately. I've been to Gibraltar many times, but I've never actually been able to get over to Marrakesh, unfortunately. I'm gonna pre-move knight c3, attack the pawn on d5 here. How do I read chat and focus all at the same time? Just years and years of playing chess, honestly. Years and years of doing it. Years and years of multitasking. I did a virtual meet and greet as part of a Capital One ad campaign recently, and I said I remember talking to someone. They asked me more or less the same question or something similar, and I would again repeat exactly what I said then, which is that it's like there's a Steve Jobs quote which goes you can never connect the dots looking forward, only looking backwards, and so forth. And like my early years in chess, I was basically playing a lot on the internet, like on the Internet Chess Club, and at the time it wasn't streaming, obviously, but there was a lot of text, so you would write basically with text to people. So I got used to that whole notion of multitasking very early on. Go e4 e5, connect the knight. Does stream feel like a job or a hobby? At times it feels like a job. Most of the time it feels like a great hobby, which is very rewarding. I can go g4, but I think I'm just going to play stable, solid chess like rook e1. A lot of pressure here in the center of the board. Did I ever play chess by mail? No, I never played correspondence chess. Correspondence chess was one thing I never did. It would have been kind of cool to play it back before computers sort of took over the world. But yeah. Okay, let's see. Guess I'll go here. It's not a great position, mind you. Oh, wait, no, there's no knight g3. For a second, I thought I might have blundered a mate. I guess I go here. Trying to come up with some tricks. Oh, I also have rook b7 and mate on h7. I just realized too. This is actually quite scary for black. Well, there goes his queen. Congrats on your BTC win, cashing out immediately. No, not right away. I kind of want to see what the action is in Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin and Ethereum are both up a lot. Okay, I threatened mate in one. Checkmate. Let's keep going. Gonna play like 2 or 3 more. Let's go e3. I think I actually grind to 1300 before I take a break. Isn't Bitcoin down? It's down from where it was when the tournament first. That's not a nice move. I can't take, so he takes and he wins the pawn. That's very nasty of him. Playing as low ranked players is not like being a jerk. Well, it's a speedrun account, so players get refunded on points first and foremost. They do not lose their points, so no, not really. It was down 20%, but now up 10%. Yeah, I mean, I think my attitude, as I said, is I think it's gonna go to 50. That's my guess. I think it'll go to 50 and then I'll probably cash it out. Isn't Botez Gambit unintentional? Yeah, it's unintentional, but it happens a lot, which is why they named it after her. Knight c3, just develop the pieces here. Go here, guard the knight, take with the bishop to the moon. I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of people try to say Bitcoin's going to go to like 100k or something. I don't really see it happening, honestly. I mean, maybe the Federal Reserve will do something that will make that happen, but I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical of it. Now I go here, collect the rook on d8. Should be pretty good. Cash out BTC for AMC stock. No, this is not financial advice, but I would probably invest in anything besides AMC stock. AMC had its huge run up and it came down to earth, not as far down to earth as it should be, but yeah, no, I wouldn't. I mean, no, I mean, AMC is at 22. AMC at fair value is not worth more than probably $10 to $12. So it's still holding on to some of the gains. You're skeptical of everything? No, I'm not. Definitely not. Let's take. Okay, I can play like knight d2 here, maybe. My bishop is kind of trapped weirdly. Huh. Actually, no. How do I do this? Wait. Oh wait, no, my bishop just gets out when he moves the knight. So actually I should just castle. Because here my bishop just gets out. I forgot that my bishop just gets out here. Okay, bishop d5. I can play like knight h4 here. I can trade and go king b1. It will go back to 100k. Bitcoin's never been 100k, so I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Let's go king b1 and take with the knight. Just take the bishop here. 100k rubles, yeah. I feel like Bitcoin peaked at what? Didn't it very briefly hit it very briefly hit something like 80k, right? I think very briefly. I thought very briefly hit like 80k. It was 70k. Okay, so 70, not 80. All right. Okay, let's go here. Target the knight. Target the queen. This should be GG. On a scale of 69 to 420, how much do you love Wall Street Bets? I actually don't use Wall Street Bets. There was one time when there was one of the meme stocks that I owned when it caught on WSB. I was following it a little bit, but not really. Let's take with the knight. I have 93, rook h4, maybe rook b5. I did not get the Bitcoin yet. For those of you guys who are wondering, sorry, let me correct that. Perfect time to chill NFTs. If I'm ever going to do NFT stuff, it's going to have to be really, really high end. So yeah. Sam Cutterly also says MVIS. Correct. Yes, the one stock that I was following for a while was MVIS on WSB. Good 93 here. See you later, Athul Medithil. Bye. I'll come back tomorrow. Awesome. Play rook d2. Go check bishop f4. Buy rocks, not stocks. PS, I'm a gem dealer. Yeah, like I was talking about it yesterday. Like I was talking about rhodium. Rhodium was something I should have bought back in the day. Go knight c4 here, maybe knight d6. Oops, there we go. I take the queen. GG's. Take, go bishop e3 check. 2-1. Checkmate. Let's keep going. When do I get the Bitcoin? I mean, I gave a Gadmentor the address to send it to, and I think the person at Cake DeFi will basically just deposit it into my account. Rhodium is a precious metal, not a gem. Okay. I was talking about rhodium yesterday because I didn't actually look for it in my Gmail. I felt like looking for it. So I was having a conversation with my trainer in like 2005, I think it was, and we were talking about the price of rhodium at like $370 and how we thought it would go up. But of course, neither of us did anything, and rhodium is $10,000 now. Play b6, bishop b7. Nice, yeah. Really sag. Go here, attack the knight. I can go bishop b7 or knight c6. Thoughts on Tesla stock? Tesla killed me the other day, but it broke my heart. But anyway, I think it's probably going up. I mean, if the markets go up, but I think I don't know. I mean, I also think it might just get stuck in a range here. Play d5 c5. Let's go d5 bishop d3. I guess I'll just trade, maybe play a5, maybe c5. Let's go a5 here. Also, someone was asking me about main stock, which yes, I still do own it, of course. Go knight d7. Play some 2000s. We're getting there, just not yet. I'll take. Go back. Pretty good position. Go back to g7. I have good piece placement. I can take on b4, take on d3 next move, maybe bishop a6. Position's pretty decent here. I think I'm going to connect in the center. Now my knight's guard. I can go e4. Bishop's a little bit weak. Should be good here. Do I have position in Baba? I do have position in Baba. I wish I had more of a position because I knew it was undervalued. I knew it was going to come right back up somewhere near 150. I guess I'll go d4 takes and rook d8 or something. Let's go here because I can take and take. Actually, why did I do this? He has queen e3. Very poor. No, I'm listening to the same song. I just bobbed my my head out of sync. That's all. Oh, whoa. I guess I check and go here. I guess it's not quite winning. It feels very, very close. Let's just take the knight here. I can take the pawn or take with the rook. This all looks pretty good for me. There's the queen. I can send you some BTC if you let me know the address. Good one, Zylox. Good one. Yeah. Who's gonna win the Australian Open? I don't know. I think there's a good chance Rafa's gonna win. It really depends if the Australian authorities are gonna like revoke the visa now because Djokovic lied about everything. That's really what it comes down to. My guess is they won't though, since they lost in court. Okay, let's go. Let's stick to the routine. A Medvedev could win. True, Medvedev could win. I mean, it really depends. Like it depends. It just depends. Let's go here. Did I not qualify for Tata? I wasn't actually invited to the event, so that's the reason. Oh, it takes the pawn. Interesting. He didn't lie though. I mean, it all seems a little bit sketchy. It all seems a little bit sketchy. But again, I assume since there actually was a court case and they ruled against the government, to me it seems kind of weird if they would suddenly they're gonna be like no, we're gonna revoke it, because I don't know, I feel like the backlash on the other side is also very, very shaky. He knew he was positive and still did an interview. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it must be good to be in a situation. Somehow I feel like I'll give you an example. I feel like if I had the positive test, if I had that positive test before the final day of the Blitz, the World Rapid and Blitz, and I tried to play in the Blitz, I think I would have been canceled for that. So it's kind of interesting to see how things change. I think it was day on for the 12 months. True. No, I mean, I'm just saying that, like, if I had a positive test, which I did, I tried to like just ignore it and go play, like I'd be canceled for that probably. So it's kind of surprising. It's kind of surprising. What was that? We'll take with the pawn. How would we know if you didn't disclose? Because I still would have been stuck in the country. That's why. That's why I still would have been stuck in the country. That's why. It's like yeah, I'd go play, and then suddenly the next day I'm still in Poland, and I'm in a hotel room, and I just go quiet. Like, I mean, it'd be pretty obvious. I need a Mamba Hoop for the tier 1. You need a PR team in an episode of Scandal to prove your innocence. Yeah. Okay, let's go rook c1 attack. I mean, I actually have a really nice position here. I guess I'll go here to attack the pawn on d5. Pretty pleasant position, but maybe I should have gone to d4 and castled. Oh, he finds bishop b5, which is actually a very, very problematic move for me. Actually very problematic. Okay, let's go here. That's very, I missed bishop b5 completely. Now I have a4 at least. A little bit dicey. Here I take, he goes back, I castle. I'm very close to being okay, but I'm not quite okay yet. Okay, he goes there, so now I take, and now I get out of dodge by castling, and now I should just win the game because I have rook d1, move the knight. His pawns are very weak, even though he has an extra queen here. Okay, rook c, it's actually a great move. I think it's a great move. I'm not sure. He's probably gonna go rook here. I can obviously trade, but I assume now I definitely don't want to trade. Go here, maybe pressure on the pawn. Play Magna stock up 30% today. I did see that. Not really sure why, but I already said something, so I'm not going to say anything more. Go rook d1 here and take. Bishop e5, he had bishop d6. Bishop here, he blocks with the bishop. He's still okay. I can take here. I can go knight f1. Just guard the pawn, take the pawn next move. Take with the rook and take. There's gonna be some big news coming out soon. Smurfing would be bad, except my opponents get their points back. Go rook f4 here. I think I'm gonna take with the pawn and play knight g3 as well. I have rook f5. It's actually still kind of tricky here, but it should be good. What news? Oh, you guys will see. Let's take with the bishop here. I'm gonna come back to d5, create the wooden shield, of course. Archess hates you for smurfing for some reason, of course. Archess hates me for anything I do. They hate me for being alive. So they can get bent. That's my opinion about Archess. Guess I'll go king g2 and maybe e4 next move. Okay, next game. Actually, okay, we'll do one more. Let's go e3, queen f3. Clip it and ship it, sure. No, Archess hates me for even being alive. Worst place on the internet by far. Okay, let's go here, bishop d3, maybe hit the pawn. It's kind of hard actually, since he played a Dutch, to make a good sack here. I guess I'll drop back, play knight f3 next move. Thank you to Hell's Kitchen Ninja for the 17 months. Thank you so much, Hell's Kitchen Ninja. Okay, somehow I have to sack my queen, but he's really making this hard. I'm gonna sack the queen. I guess I can just play queen f3. Maybe I'll take the rook and then go. I think I'll take the rook and then go queen f3. Making it very hard. I don't really want to take the rook. I'm just gonna take a pawn. I'm still trying to sack the queen. I mean, he's making this very difficult on me. But yeah. Oh. Making this very difficult. I guess I go here. He can't take. He's making this extremely hard to sack my queen. Guess I'll just drop back. I'm still gonna find a way to sack it. Okay, now it should be easy. I'm gonna drop the bishop back, and I'm gonna play queen ace. Okay, that's frustrating. I guess theoretically someone could resign on move 1 no matter what. This guy's, oh man, this guy's also doing the same setup. Okay. Okay, here he takes, of course. Good. Okay, we get our game. Let's go here. That counts as a loss. Hard. Oh, this guy's actually playing pretty well suddenly. This is very scary. It's also moving really, really fast. Playing very, very well. Take. guess I'll go h5, probably g5, drop back in castles. I guess I'll castle queenside, why not? Let's go here, king b8, king a8. Trying to move quickly to keep the pressure on him on the clock. If plays f5, that's a good move. Oof. That's actually very... I guess I'll go here and take, maybe? Go here. Trying to confuse the situation a little bit. Take, I have this, maybe? Check. Trying to get something going. This might not work, though. Maybe I should have gone rook a4 first. Still very tricky, though, because I have rook c8. Very tricky position here. I might be winning. Maybe. Knight c1 was, I think, the only way to stop it, but I think he's still getting mated here. I can actually take and he can't... Wait, if I take, he doesn't have any way to stop mate in 1. He just can't stop mate in 1 because he can't scoot the rook. The rook is in the way of this rook. He'd love to move it, but the rook is in the way, so king has no escape square, so it's just not mate. It's not mate. Shoot. Oh, that's unfortunate. So here, I'm trying to reroute the rook now, maybe. I block. I have this check. I misplayed this. Okay, he misses. I think queen e7 was actually winning for white. This must be... How do I win this? This is bizarre. Maybe I take... No, but then he gets the rook and he gets the king out. Huh. I can also check on b3 or... This looks like the right move because I can take it now. I can check him because now when the king goes, he can't scoot the rooks. Now he can't scoot the rook. He's still stuck in the box with the mate threat. How's rook c5 not mate? He has knight c3. If I check, he blocks with the knight, and then he gets out again. That's why it's very tricky. I think this is just losing. I'm not actually 100% sure. Okay, he goes there. Just take and mate next move. There we go. We got a dub. Big dub.